The feeding tube got hooked on something, got yanked out in a big hurry today. It just popped and it was out. I knew the feeling. I figured, oh, that felt like it came out. I put my hand over my stomach, and sure enough, it was gone. So I lift up. Oh, Lord, help me through this. Look down. My feeding tube was on the floor. It was leaking. I had to shut the line off in a hurry. I got up and I took my hand away and looked, and a little bit of bloody mess. A bandage was catching everything still. I gathered the things together I needed. My tube is a hook. It has a little hook on the end of it, and the drawstring. Drawstring is broke, so it didn't take a whole lot to pull it out. But getting this kind of tube back in is pretty tricky. This kind, where it's straight, it just slips right in. Just no problem. Just goes straight in. This one, you can't get it because you got to go through the skin, and then you got to go through the muscle, and then through the stomach lining into the stomach before it curls back up. And so I had to use a little rod that went in to straighten it out, hold it straight, so I could feed it in. And when you do this, you want to make sure that you get your tube wet. I use saline, normal saline. Get it moist, and that way it slides through nice and easy. If you have a weak stomach, you might want to be prepared to look away. It's not as bad as what you think. But I know when I learned that I might be having one, I saw somebody just hooking up in a video, just hooking up the feeding tube, and that made me sick. Now it's nothing. Now that I know what it is, hey, it ain't such a problem after all. And that's what I'm doing with these videos. That's the reason I'm doing this. I've seen so many people that are just in an absolute panic. I know how sick I was, and the few times that I did have accidents, I know how much of a panic I got into because I was unaware of what to expect, and I didn't want to end up back in the hospital. I had a bad experience getting my tube put in. I woke up from the anesthesia when I got stabbed, and 2 times. They put me under, you know, then they went to poke, and I felt it, but I was strapped down. I couldn't talk. I had a trach tube. All I could do was wiggle my toes and my eyes, and the doctor saw it, and then he reached over and started giving me more morphine, I guess it was, and put me out again. Then he stabbed me again, woke me up again, and he says, wow, this is unheard of. I'm sorry. He gave me another dose. Next thing I know, I'm waking up out in the hall. But it hurt. It really hurt. Look at this. I've prepared my tube with a rod so it'll stay straight. saline solution. There's no guarantee that I can get this in because it's not the type that slides directly in. The tube wet with the saline, so it's moving back. I think it went in. Wow. That would be strange if it did. I think it's in. Now I'll remove this tape. That's holding the rod. And slide it down off of the rod. I have a problem.